Hey, this is the Review Junkie, and today I'll be reviewing the new anime film, The Boy and the Heron. As always, my review will be illustrated and the artwork is done by myself. And if you like movies, art, and comic books, please hit that subscribe button because all my reviews are hand-drawn, and I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers soon so my channel can be official. This movie stars the voice talents of Luca Padova, Robert Pattinson, Karen Fukuhara, Gemma Chan, Christian Bale, Mark Hamill, Florence Pugh, Willem Dafoe, and Dave Bautista. It is written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki. This is a non-spoiler review, so everything I discuss will have been shown in the trailer. Absolutely no spoilers. I'll tell you briefly about the plot, the characters, my pros and cons, final thoughts, and if this is worth checking out at your local movie theater. So, an Instagram follower has been asking me to review this, and I wanted to back in December when I saw it. But I have a full-time job, so I try to review as much as I can, but it is challenging. My 2024 goal is to do as many as I can, including reviewing TV shows and older films. And if you want to help me expand the channel so I can do this full-time, please feel free to share this with your friends and have them subscribe if they like art and movies. It is much appreciated. The plot involves a young boy named Mahito. It's 1940s Japan during the Pacific War, and it starts with a hospital fire where he loses his mother. Fast forward a small bit of time, and the father has now remarried, and the new wife has a peculiar connection with the family. And it's a little creepy. The best way to explain it is someone telling you, I know you can't afford this Samsung phone because it's expensive, but let me take you over to this counter for a selection of phones within your price range. These are our little sister and little cousin phones, the LG line. Okay. Now that he's remarried, they relocate to the countryside and she's pregnant. And when he arrives, immediately a heron flies by rather close and he knows that something is wrong. His initial instinct of what to do with the heron was a bit odd, but when I look back and examine it, it makes logical sense for a kid his age to do what he did. The heron tells him he can find his mother, and this sends Mahito on this bizarre journey through many different places throughout space and time to find her. So, this is a tough one to review, and I'm going to be upfront with you. I walked out of this movie like I had a blonde moment. I was like, damn, I am Boo Boo the Fool. Okay. After seeing this, I realized Miyazaki films are not for everyone, and they can't be a hit or miss. This really falls under his abstract category. It's pure fantasy. And I interpreted this as a coming-of-age story, and it did remind me a little bit of My Neighbor Totoro. The director uses a lot of metaphors and bizarre experiences to narrate how the boy is growing up. As always, there are tons of grass blowing in the wind, airplanes, strange things that devour your body, interesting depictions of grannies, tons of big doors that open and close, and so on. All of his signature flourishes are here. The artwork, as always, is impeccable. There's so much detail in every frame, and I think this is traditional hand drawing with pencil and paper and not digital drawing, but I could be wrong. The level of detail to the backgrounds are insane. You literally see every brushstroke in the grass. Once again, he does such a great job at capturing culture and life in Asia, especially in the countryside where things are very simplistic. Technology is a foreign concept, and this is a period piece, so obviously there's no smartphones or internet, and I like its depiction of life during simpler times. Anyone that has traveled to Asia will really feel how the weather, the sounds of the wind, friendly neighbors, and hearing insects chirp on a warm, humid day all get brought to life. So I'm not trying to spoil anything, but after the heron starts his adventure with Mahito, they travel to otherworldly places that includes the living and the dead. It spans different time periods, and if you thought the multiverse plot device was overused at this point, you may get a little of that here too. This is sort of Miyazaki's dabble at the multiverse, and it secretly is a multiverse film in hiding. You'll know what I mean when you see it. The voice acting is top-notch, and nobody came off annoying or sounded like a kid with a nasally voice. The lead is age-appropriate, and he captured the essence of that time in life where you aren't a playful, innocent kid anymore, yet you're not a grown adult. It's that transition angsty period, and Christian Bale, who voices the father, is doing his Bruce Wayne Batman voice again here. You know, the crazy Brooklyn Italian accent from Diker Heights? Okay. I only have one con, and it's how the abstract themes are portrayed. I was like, what is he trying to tell me? What did that signify? What was the purpose of Mojito meeting this person? What did the bird signify? And so on. I really needed a little bit of spoon feeding with this one. But I do think the last 20 minutes and his encounter with an elderly man who was continually dropped here and there throughout the film does tie up a lot of the ambiguity with all the metaphors. So this brings me to my final thoughts, and this gets a 9 out of 10 from me. This is an animated masterpiece, and its high score is because it's so sophisticated in its storytelling, and it's so complex and rich in its themes that it left me with so many question marks. I like when a film does that and makes me think. This really is one of those art house films that needs to be playing at the Angelica Theater or something, and it's meant to be dissected by film students for decades to come. That's how unique it is, and this is a big green light from me, so definitely check this out on the big screen. So thanks again for checking out my review. If you like, please subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot. Hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share this with your friends, and if you happen to have a movie you'd like me to review, please let me know. I'd be happy to watch and illustrate it for a future video. Thanks again, and I hope the pictures put a smile on your face.